Welcome back to another episode of Real Ass Affirmations. I'm Chisa Pennix-Brown, and today I want to talk to you about leadership because I think that a lot of us get leadership confused. And what happens is you have people who have the audacity to criticize you when you're actually leading. They see you leading. They know you're the leader. That may actually even be your title. And you know what they're doing? These motherfuckers are sitting on the stools of do nothing. The stools of do nothing is where they're sitting. The stools of do nothing. It is super easy to sit on the stool of do nothing and look at somebody who is in motion, who is in action, and tell them where they did something wrong. But they do not get those asses up off of the stools of do nothing because it is much easier to look at somebody that is a leader and be envious of them and do nothing. They complain all the time. They always have a suggestion with no or little action. They continue to critique. They take copious notes, but that's because they always want to tell somebody what somebody did and didn't do, because they're the run tell that type of people. Let me tell you what leadership is, however. Leadership is influence. And what they see is that you're in a position of leadership and they don't want you to have more influence and sway than they do. It can be hidden in an email. It can be hidden in a text message or a snide remark, but you can always see them sitting on the stools of do nothing. Sometimes they are literally sitting there with their arms crossed, brows furrowed, pen in hand, phone in hand, just looking and waiting for you to make any teensy-weensy, incremental, infinitesimal mistake so that they can then have something to run tell, so that they can then say something out loud to try to embarrass you. But you know what? You are such a leader and you see them sitting on the stools of do nothing. What you do next to fix this problem is you give out multiple solutions and options and see which one they pick. And I pretty much guarantee you the one with the least amount of work is the one that they'll pick. But just make sure that those stools of do nothing people always have a sense of accountability that might be tied to your approval, you leader you. They want to be in your position so bad, but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to get up off the stools of do nothing. It's easier to sit down there. Now, let me also give you one other option. Think about it like this. You know what a synonym for stool is? Shit. And they ain't about shit. They ain't fitting to do shit. And if you feel like you want to get froggy, you tell them to jump across the motherfucking table and get froggy. And I guarantee you, they'll still sit on the stools of do nothing. Now, where do you find these people? You find them in office spaces. You find them in cubicles. You also find them in Zoom meetings, telling people to unmute themselves. You've heard of that, right? You know who they are. They wasn't shit before COVID. They still ain't shit now. And now it's so much easier for them to sit on the stools of do nothing. So you, as big or as small as your role may be as a leader, you continue to be a leader. You continue to be a problem solver. You continue to give it to the people because the people need more leaders, not more bullshit. Influence the people in the room with your action. Don't just talk about it, honey. Be about it. So now let's meditate on this. We're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. And we're going to say, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. You ready? Breathe in. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. That should make you feel so much better. Don't talk about it. Just be about it. Document everything though, honey. Okay? Because you never know when you might need to whip out some evidence on the stools of do nothing people. If you need a code word while you're at work or in your nonprofit organization or in your volunteer work, because they're people, they're just all over. You just need to say stools and people will know, but you got to let them in on a secret, which means you have to share this episode so that when whoever it is says whatever they say, you can just say stools and you will know in your heart of hearts that you are a leader and you're so far above them. All right. So keep that in mind. That's our little code word, stools. We know who those people are. Ain't about shit, ain't doing shit, and ain't fitting to do anything to you. All right? Share this episode with someone who might need to hear it. Make sure that you always download and subscribe to Real Ass Affirmations. And if you want to reach out to a stool, then what you could do is get them a copy of my book, The 90-Day Focus, Your Action Plan for Success. And maybe they'll get their shit together. Maybe. But if not, guess what? You're still a leader. See you on the next episode of Real Ass Affirmations.